How do you stop your dog from humping your leg? Pick it up and suck its dick. How can you tell if your dog's gay? If its dick tastes like dog shit.
Wait, I have to restart it. I just didn't want you to see that it's called Streamer Cruise 6.
Ugh. They didn't even crop the webcams properly, so we're just getting like a little slice of a Minecraft menu, and now it's just these guys reacting silently while royalty-free music plays in the background. It's just very amateurish. Maybe Dan's mom is the one who made this. Maybe that's why it's so scuffed. There he is. It's Mama's brave little boy. A VTuber. Poggers. That's Northernlion's wife, by the way. She looks like a young boy. I fell asleep during the NLSS. And in the morning, my mom said, "Who is that little boy on your computer?" And I said, "What?" And she said, "That little boy. There was a little boy talking on her computer." And I said, "That's a woman, Mom." And she went, "Oh." Q&As are good. I can't really shit on Q&As. They're always good. Would you rather fuck Marceline or Princess Bubblegum? And then the guy who is a voice actor for Vanessa guy, this is a children's show. So yeah, I like Q&As.
It's true. I know you thought it was fake, and I can understand why you would think it was fake, because it's insane, but it's true.
Yeah, the reason this is all so crazy is Northernlion has traditionally avoided interacting with his fans at all. He's always been very anti-parasocial stuff. Like, he doesn't go to conventions. He doesn't do call-ins. He doesn't make friends with his fans. It's like he has a very clear barrier between him and the audience.
My mom has worked for a travel agency for 50 years, and this is what they specialize in. And every year she's like, "Hey, do you want to do a Big Brother cruise?" I'm like, "Nope, no chance, not doing it." "Do you want to do a Big Brother cruise?" "Nope." She's like, "Well, what about a streamer cruise?" I'm like,
I'm glad this is out in the open because I thought it was leaked and I'd have to fucking tiptoe around it. But yeah, Dan's mom, Sue Giesling, is like an executive. Let me see if I can find it. She's not at the top of the food chain. There's 3 guys above her, the founders and owners, but she is an executive. She's on the leadership team, one of several vice presidents.
we could do that. So this is actually not a bit, chat. This is real. It's from a reputable company. They've been in business for 50 years. There's security on board, so don't try anything. But yeah, so I think it's going to be a really fun experience.
I did want...
Oh, I like that. Hold on. This guy kind of nailed what I was going to bring up. And Squeaks was the only one you could convince so far, huh? Because if you go to the website, it's nlsupercruise.com. You can scroll down, it shows the streamers. Featured guests, meet your streamers, Northernlion. I'll read these descriptions later. Also appearing, Dan Giesling, because his mommy is the one who arranged this. Mommy's special little boy gets to go on the big boy streamer cruise. And there's Squeaks. I know very little about this guy. He's some Indian fella who does Mario 64 speedruns. If that's no longer relevant, it's because you think I'm gonna watch that? Come on, man. And then here's the interesting bit. Coming soon, so they haven't locked this person down yet. Coming soon again. They haven't locked this person down yet. And then special guest appearance, Lovely Momo. That's Northernlion's wife. And she's not a big streamer, she's actually quite small. I think that's changed now that Northernlion went from like big to huge. So now she went from tiny to small. But she's not even like a mainliner, she's a special guest appearance. So the interesting bit is, I think this event's kind of ramshackle because they're announcing this 11 months in advance. It said March 2027. So wouldn't you want to wait for these 2 slots to be filled with streamers that people could be excited about? Why now? I'll go ahead and reveal my bias. I'm sure you could have guessed. I want this to be a horrific disaster. I want it to be very entertaining. I want it to be Firefest. I want it to be DashCon. I want it to be funny. Because the idea of this guy who has just spent so long separating himself from his viewers for like what? 15 years now, maybe more. Now he's gonna be stuck on a ship with them for 6 days. Well, I just think there's so much potential for humor here.
We have partnered with a company, with Dan's mom, who has been doing this for 50 years, like he said.
Who hasn't partnered with Dan's mom anyway?
That also is partnered with Royal Caribbean Cruise Line. So it's a real ship, it's a real line. We're basically taking a slice of the ship and turning that into the streamer cruise part of the ship.
Yeah, that's what I saw. They're not booking the entire cruise ship because the ship is huge. But basically, you're paying like a premium for the cruise ship experience, plus the ability to talk to the Northernlion and the Dan Giesling and the Squeaks and lovely Momo. But you know,
there will be normies. There will be normies on the ship who are just going for a nice trip to Mexico, enjoying their spring break with their kids, blissfully unaware of the fact that just within their midst are a bunch of nerds wearing lanyards who are there to watch Q&As, to meet us, to see variety shows with a lot.
Hopefully the normies on the cruise identify that everyone with a certain lanyard signed up for the cruise so that they could hang out with like a Twitch streamer. That would be sweet if it's just like 5.5 days of a bunch of normies bullying the shit out of Twitch enthusiasts. This ship should have lockers, so if you see someone with a Northernlion lanyard on it, you can just grab them and shove them in a locker and say, "Shut up, pussy! You paid $1,800 so you could hang out with your best friend, Ryan Alterno. Let me out of here, please! Please, the Q&A! The Q&A for Northernlion. My best friend Ryan starts in 5 minutes. I need to get out." But no one's there. No one's at the locker door because they just went off to play in the pool. Because that's what a cruise is for. It's not for hanging out with your best friend Northernlion. It's for playing in the pool. And then playing billiards. Also pool. Of course, one of Northernlion's biggest fans, who just paid $1,800 for this, and has watched thousands of hours of Slay the Spire 2, is gonna go, "Dualcast! Dualcast! Open the door! Ball lightning! Ryan, help! Ryan! My best friend Ryan, I paid $1,800 to be here. You need to hang out with me for the whole day."
The Supercruise website is how you get access to the key card that gets you into the actual entertainment that makes it a streamer cruise.
But there's going to be security on board, so it should be okay. Right?
There is going to be security on board.
So can I ask you a question? Because I know there's a lot of people saying like this is a bit, and like people are like, this is your like worst nightmare, I know, like being trapped on a ship. But like for you, can you respond to that? Like being trapped on a ship with people asking you about the pot play.
Well, I've been on like 20 cruises now, and it's like my special interest.
I don't even think that's hyperbole. Every time I find a clip of this guy telling a story, he's either in a foreign country that he reached via cruise, or he's talking about being on a cruise ship. It's crazy.
In captivity. And also, I don't mind meeting people. I meet people in public now and then, and I always have a good time. It's literally just online, where they feel emboldened by pseudonymity, and then they start to talk to me in what I would say is a condescending way. In real life, everyone is very nice, for the most part. So I'm not worried about that at all.
Well,
you've said the same thing too.
You've already considered this because you're not stupid, you're just playing a little PR game here. The issue is you're going to be interacting with people who are paying thousands of dollars to see you, and also who don't need to work for 6 days. So it's not going to be the standard fan meeting experience.
I saw someone in chat say it's not a bit, but it is a bit, and that's like 100% how I'm looking at it. So I like it. You and I were talking yesterday. The thing I think that we're both most nervous about is the idea that we don't want it to appear that we're trading in whatever reputation we have for like a payday and then giving you the worst vacation of your life. Like if I wanted to just, run some pockets, I would just turn donations on and then do business as usual. We could just play Slay the Spire with a PayPal link or something. But we're
This is true. Back when the Twitch leaks happened, Northernlion was number 101. I remember that because he made a joke about how we really needed to handle the rich. The top 100 richest guys on the platform needed to have something done because they were making just too much money. And that was back when he was averaging around 6,000-7,000 viewers. Now he's consistently over 10,000, and he's clearly in the top 100. When I made that Sakuno video, I said that everyone who's at the top of one of these streaming platforms is ultra rich. Well, not ultra rich because billionaires are a thing, but everyone at the top of one of these streaming platforms has at least 8 digits in their bank account. Everyone has at least 10 million in their bank account. And Northernlion has been at this. Like, he's been a successful YouTuber for, I think, like 17 years, something crazy like that. And he's been a successful Twitch streamer, a very successful Twitch streamer for at least a decade. So this guy is rolling in money. Whatever this cruise is about, it's not to make Northernlion money, that's for sure.
6 days, 5 nights, or 6 nights, 5 days, just, I mean, being whatever you want me to be within reason. And especially behind the scenes, we're working hard on the entertainment side of things. We don't want we want to do meet and greets, we want to do Q&As, all that stuff. We want to get FaceTime, also provide some unique entertainment that
I do like that his teeth are kind of busted, because my teeth are also a little bit busted and I'm insecure about it. And now every time someone brings up this guy, they're always talking about they want to fuck him. I have no idea why. I think they're gay men, but you know,
is fun and unique, and that you could only see on the ship. You would probably rather I didn't say this. You would probably rather I didn't say this, but I'm going to say this anyway because no one can put a muzzle on me. People are saying, will it be the Fire Festival? 2 things. It won't be the Fire Festival because
I haven't pre-watched this, by the way.
it's running through 2 reputable companies. But secondly, if it was the Fire Festival, would that be so bad? We're still talking about it like 12 years later. At this point, honestly, if you could time travel back to 2014 and go to the Fire Festival, you would probably be like, let's do it. This is a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Because I was like, oh my, I told you, I was like, we're going to get slimed out, bro. We're going to get slimed out on Monday.
Can I wear a sundress, no panties on the cruise? That's a man. Well, that's a male. What the fuck? Dan's mom said 52 cabins have already been put on reserve. Is this guy talking to Dan's mom?
In August.
Yeah.
I mean, most of us don't bother talking to her.
It's been a long
this
time.
Is not. Yeah. So there's a lot that goes into this, and we just.
Not me though. I mean, come on, man.
Last thing I'll say is that if this is
I meant everyone else.
for you,
Everyone else. Almost everyone.
we're gonna make it worth your while. It's gonna be fun, and just
we're
make
not
it a
going to be on
memorable
our
experience for everyone.
phone. We're not.
Yes.
We're not going to be hiding out like in a back room on the ship and then just carted out, like for an official meet and greet and then get shoved back into like an exclusive area. It's not.
Yeah, that's weird because that's what I was pretty confident that's what this was gonna be. Where he just shows up, spends a few hours with the fans, and then just goes to his own private suite for the other 21 hours of the day. But if he's serious about this and he's spending like most of the day just hanging out with fans, it's just so bizarrely out of character. Because he's never done anything like this as far as I'm aware. He doesn't go to TwitchCon or anything like that. He doesn't do fan meetups when he's traveling. So it really is just a matter of who talked him into this. Who is he doing a favor for? Is it his wife? Is it Dan? What the fuck is it? Like, what could it be?
And then also has been like organizing some really cool like VTuber type stuff in the background that we can't talk about yet, but
Holy fuck, that might have been the worst thing he could have said.
I think that is a compliment. I honestly, when people say it could be Fire Festival, that's like it has its own Wikipedia page. Bro, don't post my bio from the cruise website as if it's like a cognito hazard against me. I wrote the bio, man.
He definitely did not write the bio. Here we go. Featured streamer, Northernlion. Northernlion, Ryan Laterno, is a renowned Twitch streamer celebrated for bringing comedic wit and hilarious streams to thousands daily with his sharp, chaotic, and endlessly entertaining gaming content. As a pioneering figure in streaming, that's whatever. He has been a consistently entertaining streamer for well over a decade. Known for his quick humor, swing, razor-sharp commentary, unpredictable banter, and iconic rants. Northernlion turns every broadcast into a hilarious, unpredictable experience. This is one paragraph and it's already pretty redundant. Come aboard this exclusive cruise, just like you came aboard Dan's mom, for the rare opportunity to hang out with Northernlion in person and experience your favorite streamer up close. How much does this cost? Yeah, starting at $1,800. So you better get to enjoy your favorite streamer up close. Imagine the type of person that would spend $2,000 to go on a 5-day cruise from Florida to Mexico and then back to Florida with their favorite streamer. Do you think they're gonna be the healthy, well-adjusted viewer that you just stumble into on the street and he goes, "Oh, I watched you when I was a kid. Thank you so much for the years of content"? No, it's gonna be his moderators. And I've heard some things about his moderators. Oh, look. Oh my goodness, look. Look. Right there. In this screenshot, they have Northernlion's iconic double lightning bolts, but if you go to the website right now, they took it away. Someone must have wisened up a bit. Ooh.
My prevailing wisdom is that because I went on vacation, people knew it was a cruise. So then they typed Northernlion Cruise into Google to see like what was going on. Like, oh, he's probably off on one of his cruises again.
That makes sense, yeah.
After it was published, like went up. And they were like, what the hell is this? And then people were like, he would never do this. And we got to be like, oh, fuck. Do they know? How did you convince Squeaks? Bro, Squeaks is excited. I might go so far as to say Squeaks, I guess I shouldn't, it's unprofessional to say he's the most excited.
No, that makes sense. Dan's set. His mommy's apparently an executive in a big company. And I know it's been years, but he did win like $500,000 on Big Brother, something like that. His stream career kind of sucks. He's just kind of a dingleberry on bigger streamers, and he's always been that way for his entire career. Again, it would make sense. He's probably getting a big payday from this company. I wonder what the shows are actually going to be. The Q&A is self-evident. But for 5 days, how do you keep dozens of people entertained for 5 days? And he's not streaming. Like in the announcement video, it said, yeah, streamer shows with live studio audiences. So I guess part of it is he's just going to do like a regular stream, but with an in-person audience. Because he said he's not streaming. So how do you keep these people who paid $2,000 for this entertained for 5 days? And the issue is, some of them aren't going to be satisfied with like, oh, I'm going to go talk to my best friend Ryan for 1 hour, and then I'll enjoy another 15 hours on the cruise, and then the next day I'll spend 1 more hour with my best friend Ryan. Now, these guys are freaks, man. They're going to want to fucking be attached to him at the hip the entire time. And he's going to have to just say, oh, I have a stomach ache. I got to go back to my cabin for a bit. And he's just going to hang out in the bathroom playing on his phone. Then one of his unwashed moderators is going to knock on the door and say, hey, buddy? hey, Ryan Gary, huh? I just brought you some Pepto-Bismol because I'm worried about your bowels. But is this a normal thing? It just seems like a remarkably bad idea to be isolated with your super fans for 5 days. So why could he possibly be doing this? Because cruises are supposed to be relaxing, maybe fun. It's a vacation, right? And this guy goes on a ton of cruises, so I'm just gonna assume he knows the deal here. You chill on the ship, you do some light activities, and then by the time you're getting bored of that, you're at a new vacation destination and you can go explore that and have fun. It's not a vacation if he's gonna be entertaining a bunch of overgrown man children, some of whom are wearing skirts. So he's not doing this to have a vacation. He's not doing this for money because he's at least got 8 digits in the bank. Wouldn't surprise me if it's 9. So it really comes down to either his wife wanted to do it. It's a rude thing to say, but it does seem like when his wife wants to do something, he goes along with it. If it seems like he's doing something stupid, it's usually because his wife thought it would be not stupid. I remember when he got that transition screen when he's moving from one game to another, taking a break. It's like a nice little animated transition. But the weird part is it has Japanese kanji on it. It's like, well, this doesn't make sense. Northernlion isn't a weeaboo. He doesn't talk about anime. He doesn't play anime games. Every time anime comes up, he calls it creepy pedo shit. He's not Japanese, his wife is Korean. So why is the branding like Japanese kanji? Why is it white and red like a Japanese flag? And I don't think it's been confirmed, but I'm just gonna say it's probably because his wife is a weeb and she likes Japanese. That's about it. But yeah, she's a very assertive woman, and that's why one of my theories is that he's doing this cruise simply because she thought it would be neat. Maybe it would elevate her career, because he mentioned they're trying to figure out VTuber things on the ship. Or maybe she just thought it would be cool to feel famous and desired for a bit. I'm worried that's a rude thing to say. I'm not trying to be too mean to her. Out of respect for Northernlion and all the thousands of hours of entertainment he's given me over the years, I will stop being rude to his wife for a bit. I will be less rude to his wife. I mean, I get it, man. I'm also a skinhead with yellow fever. I understand. You don't need to explain. Well, yeah, the reaction to all of this is quite reasonable. Usually when streamers do something really stupid, I assume that their audience will just support them regardless of how stupid it is. But this time you go to the Northernlion subreddit and they're like, what the hell is this guy doing? It's like, here's this post from 7 hours ago. And this announcement was like maybe 15, 16 hours ago, something like that. I have the parasocial ick. That's actually so embarrassing for him, man. And it's a lot of people commiserating that this is just bizarre. Planning a 5-day vacation with your chatter sends a horrible message to the schizos that live on Twitch. The sane part of my brain is like, oh, it's just a sponsored cruise. Tons of bands and other celebrities I enjoy do this all the time. They're just entertainers. It's just entertainment. And yet there's something so unshakably weird about it parasocially. It's so strange. I honestly thought it was a cruise with other streamers. Yeah, the type of entertainer they are is a lot different socially, but TBH, any cruise centered around a celebrity or band is a little bit weird too. I feel like it's antithetical to the brand NL has built up for himself as the guy who streams for his job and has a separate life outside of it. Yeah, if this super cruise thing doesn't work out, he's gonna be the most miserable guy for the duration of the cruise. He's the centerpiece of the event, so if people aren't having a good time, he's gonna feel like shit about it, and it's gonna reflect poorly on him. And there doesn't seem to be any vetting for who gets to get on the Northernlion Supercruise. So most of the people who are paying $2,000 to hang out with their favorite streamer are gonna be weirdos. They're gonna be unhygienic. They're gonna be strange. They're gonna be obsessed. You know, the issue is he does seem to be a smart guy. So when it's so short-sighted that he must be doing this for someone else. It's crazy. It's actually crazy. Something about Germa, and then as a response, that's the critical difference, I think. Germa, like many of the celebrities that do the themed cruise thing, is a genuine performer. And El's just a guy who's really good at carrying on a conversation. Twitch and YouTube let him turn that into a very lucrative career, but it's not the traditional mold for a celebrity. I'm 100% convinced that this idea was sold to NL on the basis of you love going on cruises anyway, so might as well go on a cruise and make some money off of it. Yeah, that assumes he's very stupid. That assumes he's very stupid and easily manipulated. And they're right, NL complains about people he meets on cruises anyway. Might as well be people who know his quirks. That's just an extremely stupid thing to say. Being mildly annoyed with strangers is different than deliberately placing yourself in an isolated environment with people who are obsessed with you. Complete strangers who are obsessed with you and just paid a ton of money to be your friend for 5 days.
Asteroid geology. It's another anal receiver.
Oh. Did you find a mirror?
Let's go over here.
I'm sorry.
I am way more amused by you laughing at that than the actual joke itself.
Alright, might as well take a quick look at the website. Right off the bat, they went with the laser tag aesthetic. I guess because he's a freaking game player, he is a streamer, so it's for children basically, and a bunch of 38-year-old children Bunch of morbidly obese 38-year-old children are going to appreciate the laser tag aesthetic. The ultimate streamer cruise, where gamers, streamers, and streaming legends unite on the high seas for the adventure of a lifetime. Blah blah blah. Sharp, chaotic, endlessly entertaining, a pioneering figure, not true. Quick humor, razor sharp swing commentary, unpredictable banner, and iconic rants. Dan Giesling, the guy who has clung to Northernlion's leg like a koala for the last 10 years. Family friendly. Family friendly. Alright, check this out. Check this out. I didn't see Dan Giesling's anything he posted damn near ever, because I don't watch his stuff. But like a year ago, I got linked this video, and it's great.
I want to see you pronounce her name correctly. Okay. What is this? What? Did you make your character look like that? The developers wanted us to play as this character.
Family friendly, by the way.
Armor 4 level caps passed from that boss.
You gotta pay the bills somehow, man. As a Twitch ambassador, he delivers engaging roguelikes and seemingly impossible gaming challenges to nearly 150,000 loyal followers on Twitch, cultivating one of the most welcoming and supportive communities in streaming. What? Alright, this one's super long. Yeah, Dan's mom might have actually played a part in this. Widely regarded as one of the best Big Brother players of all time, he won the series with his iconic funeral speech. It started as an original blah 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 blah. Normie TV slop, etc. etc. Uplifting vibe. The guy's a fucking car salesman. Squeaks. Yeah, we know. But we had to pad the numbers somehow. Squeaks is really good at Mario 64. Gotta pad those numbers. Gotta pad the numbers. One thing's for sure, when you're watching him, you never know what you're gonna get. Lovely Momo is a streamer known for her cozy streams, creative content, and warm community. Whether she's playing indie games, crafting, or just chatting with her audience, Lovely Momo brings genuine charm and positivity to every stream. There's a lot of words that can be used to describe Lovely Momo, and they put charm and positivity here. So many words that could be used to describe her, and they put two words that join us on the cruise for a chance to meet Lovely Momo and experiencing her welcoming presence firsthand. Meet and greet cocktail party. This is what you're paying $2,000 for. Meet and greet cocktail party. Exclusive cocktail party with the Northernlion, Dan Giesing, and other guests. Mix, mingle, and make memories with your favorite streamers. Q&A session. Play with the pros. So I guess this is weird. 2 lucky guests will have the opportunity to actually play against Northernlion, Dan Giesing, and streamers. I guess there's going to be 4-player games. They're just going to cycle in 2 guests at a time. That makes sense. Live gaming entertainment. So you're just going to do an in-person stream just for them. That sounds so freaking awkward. Exclusive souvenir shirt. Man, you know you're scraping the barrel when your $2,000 cruise gives you an exclusive souvenir shirt, and that's one of 6. Cruise itinerary aboard the Jewel of the Seas, which actually is, I looked at it earlier, it seems to be a huge ship. It's the one in the thumbnail, by the way. Yeah, it's this. March 2027. Donald Trump, you'll still be president when this happens. You could do something very, very funny. I'm sure there's some oil in Mexico. If not, you could just say there is. Who's gonna stop you? Mexicans? Come on, man. Cabin options. Gamer. Cozy interior cabin with all the essentials for a mere $1,800. Duo Q. Team up with a friend. Ocean view cabin with window views of the Caribbean. Squad up. I don't know. It's such a horrible idea. I don't know who's getting bailed out with this, whether it be Dan's mom or Dan. Or maybe Kate convinced him it'd be a good idea after like months of badgering from Dan and Dan's mom. Because this is the part that just gives it away to me. Northernlion's the frontliner, not surprising at all. Dan Giesling, small streamer. Squeaks, I think he's mid-sized, kind of leaning towards a large. Lovely Momo as Ryan's wife, Lovely Momo as a special guest appearance, which I guess will mean she won't have any obligations to mingle with people, but she'll get the benefits of being a streamer on the cruise. If I had to guess, that's why she's separate. 2 other streamers, stay tuned for the announcement. The best way to do an announcement is to get all of the streamers out there at once, but that's not what they're doing, right? So either this was announced prematurely because people found the website too early and someone messed up, they don't know who these other 2 streamers are gonna be yet, and they just need to scramble to find 2 decently sized streamers, or there are 2 streamers lined up and there's still negotiations. It's not an ideal announcement for a cruise that's supposed to attract a shitload of people. There's no scenario here where this isn't awkward. Where let's assume that every space for this Northernlion Supercruise thing gets filled up very quick. That's the ideal scenario. So then they're gonna announce these 2 streamers, and none of their fans are gonna be able to sign up because everything's already booked. So it's gonna be, let's just say Valkyrie and Saikuno. Yeah. Let's say it's yeah, let's say it's Valkyrie and Saikuno. But their many fans won't be able to be on this cruise at all. And none of them will be able to attend the cruise because all of the spaces were already filled up by Dan Giesling's massive fan base. So doing this staggered release thing, there's no way it's like a marketing strategy. It just doesn't make sense. So planning for this is already scuffed. There's no scenario where a staggered release is better than doing it all at once, as far as I'm aware. In what scenario is someone who paid $1,800 for this going to be satisfied? Either they form a genuine friendship with this guy they have a parasocial attachment to, which is just like astronomically unlikely, or they get to like watch him from afar while he plays a game, and then they'll cycle in and play Gang Beasts with him next to one other stranger, and they can chat with him for 30 minutes in the morning during breakfast, and then they get to watch him from afar some more. What's the ideal scenario? How do you justify this? There needs to be some method of separating the wheat from the chaff, because anyone can acquire $1,800. How do you guarantee that they're going to be well adjusted? You can't say, all right, we need to check your tax records to see if you're a responsible adult. We need to smell you before we sell you these tickets. They're not doing any of that. And it's not random either. It's not like randomly you're going to get a decent person or like a disgusting giga freak covered in their own shit. The type of person who's willing to go on a cruise for a week, a cruise that costs $1,800, they probably don't have a job, okay? And this is a huge investment for them just to spend time with their best friend Northernlion. The type of person that would spend $2,000 and an entire week on this, they're probably crazy. I don't know. I see you, fucker. This is your fault somehow. Anyway, hopefully it's funny.